Weasley. Uh-huh. Hey, my love French is back.
Hey everyone, this is Miles with Static.
That was an odd way to introduce yourself. It sounded a
Yeah,
little. You could be like on one of those Netflix, serial killer shows.
I do watch a lot of those. I
I'm
do.
sure you do. I don't understand the appeal of that. My wife watches those things, and I'll be like busy doing something else, and I'll come by and I'll be like, "What are you watching?" "Oh, I
Hmm.
watched this guy in Ohio who like killed a bunch of people for no reason and buried them under
Yeah.
his house and whatnot." I'm like, "What? What is it? What's the
Yeah.
entertainment value in that?" You know?
Hmm. Hmm.
Can you explain that to me? No.
Between that and a Hallmark movie, I will watch the serial killer
It's
movie.
I I'm waiting for the Candace Cameron Burr, Murders the Neighborhood Hallmark Christmas film, and then I'll be
Yeah.
satiated. It'll be fantastic. It's like everything's happening.
Hmm. Hmm.
Don't talk to me about Kirk. I know he's a weirdo.
Yeah.
I don't there's so many of them. I mean, there's just oodles and oodles of these things on the streaming service. Like, when did they make all these? I mean, have they only been made in the last 2 years or something? It's just crazy.
No, it's been going on. They've been making these.
Have they? I just don't watch
Yeah.
them.
It's
But
just
then
weird,
I
It's
find
just like,
myself, if I sit down, I'll be, like, totally watching it and being like, "What happened?"
yeah.
"There was a
I mean, some
battle."
things I don't watch, you
Okay.
know.
Yeah, well, I think that everybody pertains to everyone. Some things we don't watch, yes.
I started watching this thing. My wife was watching this thing about people that have like left the Amish religion or something, and
Okay.
they have different
Well, let's
segments. And I
bring
was
out
watching, and I'm like, I don't really, I feel creepy watching this. I'm not watching this. I'm not watching this. This is too weird, man. Excuse me.
That's too weird. Why would you feel creepy about watching that? I mean,
Because the girl has
what
like John Elway teeth, like these big like chiclet teeth, and it's just like it's so I don't know, it's so distracting. It's like I cannot watch this. I
I
cannot
was
watch this.
I grew up Amish and now I'm into porn.
Mm, no, thank God. Yeah, I don't want. Ugh, no one wants to see that. Nothing against Amish. I'm sure they're very nice people. I'm just saying.
Yeah, they call me the Yoder Choder.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just I don't want to watch that. There's some things I just don't
That's
watch.
weird. Yeah, I don't understand any of those shows, but
There's
and then
certain
I
things
get
I will.
enthralled in them. I get enthralled when I sit down and start watching. I'll be like, "Wow, what happened here?"
I sometimes, I'm like,
Shouldn't there be a background check for anyone buying a large farm when they don't farm?
right, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
it seemed like there was a timeline, and it looked like it was very easy to kill people and get away with it.
It was called the '70s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, like this lady's brother goes missing, and they're like, "Oh well, we don't look for anyone over the age of 6." She's like, "Are you serious?" Like, "Hey, and this is in the thing," but she goes, "Well, yeah." The detective was like, "Well, he's probably drunk with a whore somewhere." So,
Yeah, oh, yeah,
you know,
we knew him. He was always whoring around.
I'm like, "Who is this? Like Danny DeVito from It's Always Sunny?" Like, I like whores and banging whores, and I'm just like, God dang, there had to be some window of, like Gacy or something just getting away with all this crap. And then you're like, God damn, I can see
Then
why
they
now. I'm like,
then they come in be like they finally catch the killer, and they're like, "Why did you keep killing?" "Oh, nobody stopped by to talk to me. They didn't ask.
no
I
one,
would've told them."
yeah, yeah, no one told me I couldn't. So I just kept doing it.
Said stop it. I just kept doing it. And like, no one told me it was wrong. Now I know it's wrong. It's wrong. I know now.
Well, it's like one guy was out in like Long Island or something. Like he was dumping people like girls on a beach or something or whatever it was, and they had a description of what the car was. This guy was like this huge, like Shrek, like giant dude, and everyone knew this guy, but no one ever turned him in. They like, well, I never suspected it was Ronald. I never did.
He always said hi. He always said hi.
Yeah. He's got a lime green Bronco and he's 9 foot tall, and it's just complete description. And like the neighbors, I had no idea. I mean, he was really weird, but I don't know. That's weird, man.
That is weird. I never. Well, I say I don't watch it, but then I will watch for a while, and then I'll be like, oh,
Yeah.
I gotta go finish what I'm doing here, and then I get up and go. At the end of the episode, I always wait for the end of the episode, but then I end up going off and doing something else. But yeah, and there's all different ones. I mean, it's constant. It's just this barrage of murder.
Or like there's this guy out somewhere, this is a long time ago, but he kidnaps this girl like twice, brainwashes her. She's only like 12 or 14. They get married in Mexico. I'm like, Jesus. And he's like he's blackmailing her family, and they're like letting him like, okay, well, just don't get too nuts now. Don't go too crazy with this.
You can get married in Mexico, but nothing more. No more than that, all right?
Well, like, no, what's weird was like the dude had actually had relations with the kid's mom and dad separately.
What?
Yes. It was the most bizarre story. Because they were like in some religion, which I won't go into, but
okay.
Yeah. Like he works on the mom. She finally gives in, like, well, all right.
I guess I'll do it with you. What the hell?
And then he's cruising around. Yeah.
It's supposed to be a power
he's cruising around with the dad.
Really?
Yeah, right. No, he's cruising around with the dad, and he's like, man, it's been a while, huh?
Now, I hate to.
I go, man, this is some weird.
Since we're on the topic, I have a slight confession to make.
Oh man, here we go. I don't want to hear this. I didn't know where this is going.
No. You'll want to hear it. As soon as I say it, you'll be all interested. I have personally interacted with a victim who's been on one of these shows. They did not die. A very famous victim in the last 15, 20 years.
I believe I know who you're talking about. I will not mention the person's name, but yes. Right.
No, I mean, I had conversations.
Right.
And, yeah.
Yeah.
And they seem very nice. But the weird thing was, this is so sad. I shouldn't even mention this, but they were a very nice person, but you could tell that they were still traumatized to this day from this experience.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to laugh. I don't mean to laugh. I can just.
Well, no, I don't. I mean,
No, I mean it's horrible. No, I know this person went through some horrible shit. Like, oh my God.
Really horrible stuff. And then here I am talking to them, and I'm like, you could just tell, you know what I mean? Yeah.
You're all Barbara Walters with this person. Like, if you were a twee, what twee would you be?
What kind of twee would you be? She'd be like, why am I talking to this weirdo? Yeah. I've already been through this whole thing, and now I'm talking to a weirdo.
Yeah, I'm like, I just escaped a guy like this, and now I'm meeting another one.
It's exactly the same thing, but without the facial hair.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
I don't have any of the facial hair going on.
That's terrible.
I mean, she was so nervous and like chain smoked, like constantly. And I mean, like constantly smoking. Like I gotta go get a smoke, and then coming back. Yeah, it was.
You walk up behind her and yell boo, and she's like.
Now, unfortunately, this is not the only person. This is probably the most famous person that I've interacted with, but it's not the only person I've interacted with that's had
Mhm.
issues like that. So yeah.
Right. Right. That's terrible. That's terrible.
Yeah, yeah. It was weird. It was weird. It had a total weird vibe all the way around. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Right.
yeah. How strange, right? But yeah,
Mhm.
I don't know. Now I'm trying to think. I had a story come in my
You
head.
know a story
Not,
now that everyone's like tuning off at this point.
yeah,
Like
now
I'm not.
everybody's like so freaking depressed. They're like, oh my god, these poor people.
Are you
They've
talking
been
about my wrestling coach?
they're molested and everything, and now they gotta
Mhm.
talk to Bob and Miles in some kind
Yeah.
of social manner. It's horrible.
You don't want to talk to us if you got issues. Yeah, do yeah.
That's yeah, really. Oh, no
Keep
kidding.
it to yourself. I don't. Yeah.
So, I had to, recently we had some hail, like hail storms, in the
Yeah.
not too distant past,
Right.
and, I recently had, a guy come out because, like, all my neighbors are getting a new roof,
Oh,
right?
neighboritis.
And
Neighboritis.
so I called a guy to come take a look, and I'm like, "Hey, do you think we have any hail damage?" Because, you know, all the neighbors are, I mean, literally, there's like all these crews around us putting roofs on houses. And so he goes,
Right.
"Yeah, you got some," because Christopher Walken came out. "Yeah, you got some hail, man." And so I'm like, okay, so we call the insurance people, and so they send out a guy to take a, because the guy I call cannot be trusted because he's just wanting to sell a roof, right? So
Oh yeah.
they they call out their own guy, and so he shows up here
Mhm.
the other day, and I was told about it. I was, we were all prepared, kind of, and the next thing I know, I wake up. I'm supposed to wake up early so that I'm ready for this guy because, for whatever reason, in my household, I am the face. I'm the one that has to talk to anybody who is coming here to do anything. I don't know why this is. I don't know who made the rule and how I got, what meeting I missed and got stuck with short straw here.
You
But
are the lurch of the family.
yeah, that's right. Whoever, any type of workman, or the mailman comes to the door, any of that kind of stuff, they're like, "Bob, you go. You're first in line to get shot or something."
Yeah. Yeah. If you get murdered, we can run away.
Yeah,
You
I watch all these murder shows, and the
know.
guy who answers the door gets it first.
We'll
Uh,
be in the documentary talking about you.
that's right. We'll be, in the blurred background. It was a sad day.
He
Uh,
disappeared.
yeah, he went to answer the door for this guy who was going to look at the roof.
All we
Uh,
could find was his Crocs. Ah.
that's right. All that was left was a really worn pair of sandals.
Mhm.
So I go, everybody's doing something, I guess. I wake up and I'm like, not, I've totally forgotten about this. And I'm walking to go take a leak because I just woke up. And as I'm walking, I see out the window this truck pull up, and I'm like, "Oh shit! It's the roof guy." I've literally just rolled out of bed, and I gotta pee
Naked.
really bad, so I go
Oh.
pee because I have to. There's no stopping that at this point, right?
Right, you're old, yeah,
I've
yeah.
made it close enough to the bathroom where it's like a tractor beam. It's like you gotta go in there.
You're like 72. I mean, yeah, you
If you
gotta
don't
go in
go
there.
in there at this point, you're just gonna pee yourself.
Mhm,
So I
mhm.
pee, but I know he's gonna be at the door like any second. So
Mhm.
I run out to the door, and then he's not at the door, right? He's still sitting
Mhm.
in his truck. So then I had to put shoes on, and I walk all the way out to his truck, and he's just, I think I scared him. I think he was playing on his phone or something because it was pretty early in the morning. It was before 8 o'clock.
And all he
And
had on was his shoes. You're like, he's like, "Oh God,
oh
no, no."
god. Yeah, I sleep in the buff.
Yeah.
And all I got's my sandals on. Now I walk out, and I think I scared the guy. He goes, "Oh, hey, hey," "Hey, buddy."
Hey, you're an
you know,
innie, huh?
I didn't want I didn't want to ring your doorbell this early. I was going to wait a little bit, And he goes, "Thanks
Mhm.
for coming out. I'm a little early."
He's
I'm
probably
like, "Oh
surfing
yeah."
porn on his phone.
I'm like, "You're the roof guy, right?" He's like, "Yeah." And I go, "So what's going on?" They always ask you what's going on. I'm like, "Didn't we fill out paperwork?" Anyway,
I
I
didn't
go,
read it.
"Well," I have not been on the roof." I always have to preface it with what I don't know. I go,
Mhm.
"But I had a guy come check, and there is probably some hail damage." And he goes, "Well, where at?" And I told him everything, and then I proceeded. I go, "The only thing I can really show you that I know for sure is I have some dents in my car, literally, like somebody hit it with a golf ball or something." And I showed him that, and he's like, "Oh, okay." And like he's like, "I don't, I'm not giving you an estimate on the car." And I'm like, I'm not asking you. I'm just showing you that this got dented the same day.
Ah, there, we
And
can do cars there. Ah.
yeah, yeah, he was giving me. I wasn't implying that I was wanting to claim the car. I was like trying to show him that this is. I can tell you that there was hail because look, I have all these dents that are mystery dents on my car. And so then he goes, "Okay." He goes, "Well, I'll probably be about a half an hour. I'm going to get up on your roof and look around and take some pictures and everything." I said, "Fine, great. Whenever you're done, just come ring the doorbell, and we'll talk." And so I wanted to be ready by the time he showed up, and obviously I didn't make it. So I go inside, I see my wife, and I go, he's going to be at least 20 minutes. I'm going to run and take a shower, and then I'll come back and talk to him. Okay. So I get up and I go
You look
right in
down,
the shower.
you come out of the shower, and there he is on the ladder looking
Yeah.
in.
No, that would have been
Hey.
even worse. But yes, no, he wasn't. So then I get in the shower, and I'm doing my shower duties. And then I come out of the
Yeah,
shower like
yeah, that's what I
15
call it
minutes.
too. Yeah, my shower duties. Yeah.
Less than 15 minutes, I'm out of the shower. I come downstairs and my wife's all mad at me. She's like, 20 minutes, huh? I'm like, what?
Mhm.
He's still out there, right? I still see the truck. She's like, 2 minutes after you left this room, he rang the doorbell because he needed something. So she's all mad
Oh,
because I wasn't interacting with the repair guy.
you're the door guy, man.
I know I'm the door guy. I put her in harm's way because I didn't wasn't there to open
Mhm.
the door. Yeah.
I could have been murdered.
Yeah, I could have been abducted. And I'm like, "I'm sorry." He told me a half an hour. I just figured I had a good 20 minutes, right? That's 10-minute buffer.
Mhm.
And so then she's like, "Well, you get that door when he's done."
Was she Ted Knight?
Yeah.
You,
Monroe.
you
Um,
idiot.
so I go, "No problem. I'm all done. I'm ready to go here."
Mhm.
So then he comes and finally comes to the door and gives me the report, the good and the bad and everything and so forth. But I had a really hard time talking to him because he looked just like Ron Weasley from Harry Potter.
Oh God.
he was this young red-haired kid, right? I mean, he wasn't a kid, but
I don't
he,
want no ginger up on my roof,
yeah,
all right?
he wasn't a child. He was like if Ron was as old as he
Yeah,
is today,
yeah,
would be in
right,
his
right,
30s or something.
right.
And yeah, I'm talking to him, and he's telling me all this stuff, and all I can think of is Ron Weasley when he gets the letter that yells at him. And I so badly wanted to say, "Does anybody tell you you look like Ron Weasley?" But I didn't.
In a
Uh,
sexual way.
yeah, because he looked
I
just
gotta go. I gotta
He
go. Yeah,
yeah,
I don't.
really. So, but he was a really nice, guy other than,
And
uh
your name, sir? Hermione.
yeah, I'm
Okay, I
Hermione.
gotta go now. I gotta go. Yeah.
I can see us together in the future.
Yeah.
Um, Yeah,
None.
other than, I wasn't there to be, first victim for the family.
You're let me throw my cloak. I'll be Snape. Hold on.
Yeah. But yeah, it was weird because he did have a look like Rupert Grint from the Harry Potter
Mhm.
movies, which, it's just I mean, I so
Right.
wanted to ask him. I'm like, does anybody tell you? I'm sure they do because he really, it's like, are you studying for a part or something where you're going to be a roof inspector? So it was weird.
Yeah.
It was
Are
very
you talking
weird.
about porn, sir? Is that what you're
Yeah,
talking about, or what are you
sure.
talking about there?
Yeah, I'm sure on the other side he's thinking, when I met this guy this morning, he looked disheveled, and then now he's got wet hair.
He looks like that guy in that documentary my wife was watching about
That's
that
right.
frickin'
Yeah,
serial killer out in Ohio. Yeah, that's who he
exactly.
looks
That
like.
Ohio guy stuffing people in his crawl space. But
Yeah, eating their
yeah,
ears and shit.
so I'm sure on both sides of this whole situation, we were both very confused of each other's situations. It was,
Yeah, yeah, it sounds like it.
but anyway, I had Ron Weasley inspect my roof.
I'll be up there in the flash.
Yeah, and then when he after I come down out of the shower, my son was up, and he's like, "Is this guy going to be walking around the fucking roof all day long?" It's
Oh
like,
wow.
yeah, well,
Jeez.
his mother.
Wow, man, language. Wow.
Yeah, because he was walking up and back and forth on the roof, but he'd only been there a little while. I mean, he just got up himself, so
Yeah.
we
You do
all we
not
all
mess with the Lament family, okay? For
yeah,
anyone luckily enough to get close to their house, I would not mess with them. Do not touch anything. Only speak when you're spoken to.
that's right. There will
Yeah.
be order. Exactly.
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
So yeah, it was it was a banner morning here at the Lament household.
Man. Wow, that's
Yeah.
weird.
What's anything with you? You got anything, or you just
Yeah, I
happy to
do.
be
I do.
alive?
I got something, yeah.
Let's hear it.
How about that? How about that? Thank you, Bob, for the introduction. Hi, Bob. Good evening, ladies and germs. This is the undead comic, Bob Dope. I'm auditioning for Bob Lament's new solo podcast, Lament Tonight, or as I say, Lament puts me to sleep at night.
Oh, good one.
It's the
Hey,
podcast.
you can be a guest. You're doing some shtick.
It's the podcast with ED issues. He only gets it up once a month.
Okay, fantastic.
So far, he's had 2 shows featuring 2 comics. The first
Yeah.
was Surej. He did a bit where people like to mispronounce his name. I didn't
Mhm.
know there was another way to say average. The second comedian was Pablo Lewin. He bombed so hard that I thought he'd been thrown out of a B-52. Speaking of the B-52s, Bob loves 80s music. He can't tell the difference between East End boys and West End girls.
Mhm.
Bob likes to ask a thought-provoking question in the middle of his show. The next question should be, when does this podcast get funny?
Okay.
That's all I had. So that's all I
Oh,
had.
that's all you got? That was pretty good.
Yeah, I know. I just thought
When are
whatever.
you gonna come on the show? When are you gonna
Well, I
be
gotta
our
get
guest?
more than half of a sheet of paper with jokes.
Well, we like to have about 3 to 5 minutes, so
Yeah. Well, I've got about 30 seconds there. So yeah.
yeah, well, just like your love life.
Yeah, 30 seconds. Yeah. No, I don't know
You and
why.
Jared
I was
Leto, 30 Seconds to Mars. There you go.
no, I was driving to work. I was just doing that stupid Bob Hope voice thing. Hey, I can't do Bob Hope. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Mhm.
But I don't know. It was stupid. It was stupid. It didn't work. It didn't work.
Well, hey, thanks for the plug.
Yeah.
The next Lament Tonight, I think, is in July 17th.
Yeah. Once a
If
month.
you if
Yep.
you'd like to, if you'd like to tune in. And I would love to have you on, Miles, but, you're always busy whenever I ask you for these other
I'm not allowed
projects that
to.
I have going on. You're always like, I'm like, hey, you want to join me? No, no.
No, no,
You're like, no, I'm busy.
no. Someday I will. I haven't actually listened to the Pablo's
Oh,
one
you
yet,
have it? Okay. Well, Pablo,
but no, Suraj actually was very funny. No, he was very funny. I don't.
he did a Trump impersonation, and
Yeah, no,
yeah,
he's fun. No, he's a funny guy. I give it to him, and he could get up and do some stand up and stuff. I
he
guess that's what
does.
he does.
He
No,
does.
I guess he does.
Well, there's an open invitation if
Mhm.
you'd like
All
to
right.
do
If
it.
I get more than about 2 paragraphs, written down, then I will do this. This is just,
Yeah, no,
me.
definitely.
I didn't really practice it, but it's not
I
easy.
thought delivery was good. You were good.
Yeah. No, it's all original jokes. I mean, I just wrote them
Yeah.
myself.
Well, yeah, original like Bob Hope. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I steal jokes a lot, but I didn't steal
Yeah,
any of these. I just kept going.
that's good.
I just kept going with it.
Yeah, you had a rhythm. You did.
I had a little rhythm. I don't
I
know.
was hoping it would go longer, but that's okay.
It's about taking chances.
That's what
It's what
all your
comedy
girlfriends
is.
said in school. Oompa.
Yeah, they're like, well, I'll take a chance on Miles, but I don't know.
Good thing he's got tight underwear.
Miles, don't worry about the condom because you won't need it. No, I don't mean that. I mean, absolutely
Yeah.
nothing's going to happen. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why they called you premature.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was your that was your high school nickname. Hey, premature. What are you talking
Yeah.
about? Mhm.
Premature. That was college. We're talking about.
That was
What are you
last
talking?
night.
That was last night, matter of fact.
Goodness gracious.
Goodness. Yes.
I only have 2 children by accident.
Nice. Nice.
Somebody sat in the wrong spot.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness.
That's terrible.
There you've lightened the mood from serial killers and traumatized victims uh,
To some horrible
through
comedy
Harry Potter
and
characters doing roof inspections to
and
Miles Title doing 30 seconds of stand up. That could be a thing for you. 30
yeah,
seconds with Miles. There you go.
yeah. No, someone has invited me up on stage, but I'm like, I don't know, man. I
Yeah,
don't
you
know.
should do it. You should do it. Yeah.
I just don't want to use stolen stuff though. See, it's so easy. Like, well, no one will know where I'm
Everybody
stealing
does.
this
It
from.
doesn't matter. Come on.
I know. I'd be like, I want to be like Carlos Mencina or whatever his name is. I'd be like,
Then
oh
steal
yeah,
ya. Then steal ya.
you stole my stuff.
I mean, if it's direct,
Yeah.
it's not plagiarism if you paraphrase. So there you go. Just like
Okay.
when you're writing a theme paper, if you paraphrase, you're all good. It's whenever you do it verbatim that's the problem.
Yeah. Yeah. I see.
So yeah, so this was all paraphrased, so you're all
Yeah.
good.
All right. Well, if I
Just
can
new
get more
English
than
rules. English rules. That's what happens.
I'll have to ask Pablo about this. He knows about writing jokes and stuff like that.
Well, you can send him a note. I'm sure he'll be happy to talk to you, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah. No, he
He
likes me.
did a roast battle with Tim Mann at the Comedy Store in Los Angeles recently. Did you know
Mhm.
that?
Yeah, and he won, I think, or something.
And he won by the 3 hairs across the top of his head.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he's funny. He's funny. I
Yeah,
like him.
all good.
I did go up against him once. I lost, actually.
Yeah, but I mean, you gotta try more than once. That's the
But well, that's my whole dating life. Like, you gotta try
yeah.
more than once, Miles. You can't just, you know.
Okay, you need to take everything in your life,
Mm-hmm.
everything that you think about doing, rather than applying it to women, apply it to masturbation, and you will be a success
Okay. Okay.
because you've never given up on that.
No, you're right. I can't beat it.
Well, you can, and you
Well,
do, and
yeah,
that's
but I'm saying you can't,
why you're successful.
Yeah.
Think about your self-love practices, and then apply that to your problems, and they'll
I mean, my
all
life
go.
was so my life was so horrible growing up. I mean, I should have tons of material. I mean, I should have like tons of material.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
mean, you run around
right?
naked stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, there was that. Yeah, there was that. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, watch for Miles Hope soon
Yeah.
on Lament Tonight.
And Lament Tonight, Bob's new solo podcast. It's already aired twice now. He's going to have a July show coming up,
Got July one coming up. Yeah.
and I'm sure it'll be.
I just have to. I'm just a creative person.
No, that's good. No, that's good. That's
I
good.
had an idea, and I'm applying that idea. So there you go.
But why not go with it? You know,
There you go with it.
go with it. Mm.